For the sixth consecutive year, trumpeter swans were released in the Madison Valley. And in this week's outdoor report, Winston Greeley tells us how the restoration of swans is due to one ranch's conservation efforts.
Last month, 4 trumpeter swans were released on the Granger Ranch's Odell Creek. This release is part of a multi-year effort to restore breeding trumpeters to the Madison Valley.
And because the habitat has developed so well, it's just a benefit at many levels that we see these birds on the landscape that provide an indication that we've got some very healthy habitat, and that habitat has been the contribution of many, many people.
The return of swans to this valley would not have been possible without the conservation efforts of the Granger Ranch and multiple organizations here on Odell Creek.
Our efforts were largely based around restoring the historic wetland and restoring the floodplain and the water table.
In the 1950s, Odell Creek was straightened and altered to create grazing pastures for cattle. But starting more than a decade ago, efforts began to restore the creek to a more natural state.
It's been a huge surprise to me to see how quickly the area has restored, to see the response of so many different species. We have identified over 130 bird species, 200 plant species. The water temperature is improved. The fishery is clearly better.
The Odell Creek restoration has not only helped fish and wildlife, but benefited a working cattle ranch and the local community.
Here in the Madison Valley, we do get a lot of visitation, a lot of tourism, and a lot of those people want to hunt, fish, hike, look at the scenery, and what we've done on this ranch with our conservation efforts have improved all those values, not only for our operation, but really for the entire valley.
I'm Winston Greeley, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.